So here I am peeling some apples, and I don't really have any wrong or right way to peel the apples. I use Honeycrisp apples, and they're usually really expensive at the grocery store, but I just got like the second day apples, and they're just fine. I knew I was going to use them that day, so they ended up being just fine. But the Honeycrisp apples are the best. You can use them in anything, and they're so tasty. So if you ever get a chance to try Honeycrisp apples, definitely give them a try. So you'll see that I'm finishing up. I finished peeling all my apples, and I am getting ready to cut them up, and that'll be coming up next. And there's really no way. I just cut them so the core is completely gone, and then I just cut them in like slivers type, the long way, just so it's easier for the apples to cook when they're in the bowl. I'm just putting those in that casserole dish for a little bit until I have all my apples cut, and then I'll put them in another casserole dish that I have to butter, and you'll see that more towards the end. Well, not the end, but coming up soon. So here's the bowl that I put all the cut up peeled apples in for now while I got my casserole dish ready. And that's what I'm kind of doing right now, is just kind of getting that situated. And you'll see in a few minutes that I'm going to take my other casserole bowl, and I'm going to take a butter stick and kind of just, we'll see, just open it and then put it like around the dish, almost like I'm greasing the bowl. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to get the edges and just make sure I have all the way around, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So, and then I'm going to take my apples and I'm just going to spread them. Oops, I dropped one. I'm going to spread them all around in the casserole dish. There's no right or wrong way to do that. Just kind of make sure they're kind of like flat and none are really standing up. And I don't know, there were some like little black spots on my apples. So now I'm just taking my other bowl that I did have my apples in. I washed it and rinsed it out, and I'm going to add my 1 cup of flour to the bowl. And I am going to add my 1 cup of brown sugar. And that's what I keep my brown sugar in. So I just figured I'd show you guys. So I'm just getting my stick of butter that I had put aside, and I'm going to show you guys in a second. Should be coming up. Here I come. And you just take the stick of butter. You don't need to melt it or anything, because when you mix it, you want it to be kind of clumpy to make like a crumb. And I just use a fork, and I just keep mashing it until it's all set and ready to go. And that's all you just keep doing until you get like the perfect like crumb consistency. So the next step is I just took the crumb, and I brought, just as you can see what it looks like when it's all done, and I brought the apples and I added some cinnamon to the top. Oh, it smells so good when you add the cinnamon to the apples. So yummy. The smell. So I just added a little bit of cinnamon to it. And you have to be careful because it comes out really, really fast. So I was like panicking. I didn't want it to like completely like pour out. But it did pretty good. Shaking it a little bit just to get the cinnamon like in between like the nooks and crannies of the apples. So I'm going to take that crumb that I made and just scoop it all on top of the apples. Super easy, and just make sure you get it all over. It looks like a lot, but it's perfect because when it's baking, it like some of it like seeps down into the apples, and it's like it's really crispy at the top once it's done baking. It's so good. This is my second time making this apple crisp, and I just want to say that I found this recipe on Pinterest, so I figured that I would share this recipe with you guys in a video so you can see, because I know a lot of people are intimidated by baking, and I am not a baker, and the easier the cooking or the baking, the better for me, so I figure I would just show you guys how easy it is to make an apple crisp. So I just kind of like spread it on there, shook it, got it kind of like even, and I show you guys. I'm waiting to put it in the oven. So I'm just going to put it in the oven, and I put it on the top rack. Don't mind my messy oven. My kid's cooking it all the time. And you're going to take your timer and you're going to set it for 40 minutes. That's how long it's going to go into the oven on 375 degrees. So my oven was already preheating while I was getting everything situated for the apple crisp. So here is my apple crisp, all done and nice and brown and crisp at the top and nice and sizzling on the bottom, waiting to be eaten. So I hope you enjoyed this video on an easy peasy apple crisp, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys definitely want more videos like this, please comment below and let me know, or like this video, and I will be more than happy to do some more videos like this. Thank you.